Hello everyone! Welcome to the Unfiltered Gamer live stream. I'm Callie here tonight with my friend Rachel,
Hello.
Albert,
Hey.
and Michael.
Hello.
And tonight we will be playing Slay the Spire, the board game. This game is based on the popular video game. It is for 1 to 4 players. It takes about 60 to 90 minutes to play for ages 12 and up. And in Slay the Spire, we are going to be just basically going up the spire, deck building our deck based on our unique character and abilities, and defeating different monsters, elites, as well as a boss. And this game is structured in different acts, which we are going to probably play at least Act 1, and we'll see how that goes. But what's unique about the board game versus the video game is this is cooperative. So we are able to play 4 players, which we will tonight, all playing together, attempting to get to the top and slay the spire. So Michael's going to take us to the top down. I'll share what all comes in the game and who is playing what character. So here we have the setup for the game. We've already done a lot of the initial setup here. So we each have our board, our character player board area, which are on these nice player mats. I am playing as the Silent, which is a character who can deal poison and extra damage abilities. Rachel, tell us about your character.
I am the Ironclad, so I think I'm a little bit more of an attack character.
Yes, Albert.
I'm the Watcher, and my character can change stances.
Yeah.
To dictate what they do in battle.
You can kind of shift based on what's needed, which is great in cooperative game.
And I'm the Defect, and I play with balls.
Orbs, Michael, orbs. And I know you like orbs. So here we have in the middle of the table our act board, which is Act 1, and you can see up here at the top is the boss that we're going to be attempting to slay. We don't know who it is yet.
I mean, you do. You have to roll the die randomly to determine who the boss is.
Well,
they don't know.
Yeah, most of us don't know. And then our little boot represents our party there at the bottom, and so we're going to be making our way to the top, choosing which path to go, flipping over a card that corresponds with that icon, and then doing whatever happens. A lot of the time, it will be battling monsters. So you can see we've already set up our first encounter here, along with our different miniatures. So how it's kind of assigned is each row here is assigned to each of us, and we'll have to deal with those in a little bit. Over here we have our sort of reference board of the combat round, the icons. This also will turn into our merchant area if we should land on that icon through our travels. And then these are the different cards we'll be drawing as we go up the spire. And these are some of the other cards we may have to add to our deck. Hopefully not. Most of them are bad stuff, but it may happen. There's also some other tokens to keep track of some of the buffs and abilities. There's gold, and also a tracker for if the monsters have more health that we need to keep track of will be there. Each of us has our starting deck here, and we've already done the Niao's Blessing and sort of added or upgraded a card or added a new card or two to our deck to sort of vary the beginning of the game there. Our player board has our energy to keep track of for each round, our block to keep track of for each round, which will reset, and then our HP. So if our HP, any one of us 4, goes to 0, we lose.
Okay.
That's it. We're done for. And you have to start the whole game over again. And that sort of is, I think, an homage to the roguelike aspect of Slay the Spire, right? If you lose, you got to start all over again. hopefully you develop better understandings of how to use the decks and the different character abilities to get even farther the next play. We'll see how we do then. All right. Are you guys excited? You ready?
Sounds fun.
Let's do it.
All right. So Michael's going to take us through the beginning, explaining the rules step by step for those who haven't played before.
Okay, so the first thing you do in this game is you actually start with a first encounter, and it actually has some first encounter cards here. So we have the red louse, small slime, the jawworm, and the cultist. And before that, we set up our player order. Bottom is the character who's going to have monsters attack them come at them first. So that's where we start placing monsters, is down here, and we move all the way up to here. And base number of players is how many monsters we get when we venture onto monster spaces on the Act 1 board, right? So we have Albert here, then Rachel, then there's Callie, and last but not least, with the safest, most weakest monster, me. Totally not planned. And the first thing you do after setting up the encounter is we actually use a thing called the Meow's Blessing card.
Yeah.
And
I talked about that.
Okay, we already did this, so this is already done. And now we're going to go straight into combat. Now, this is a deck building game, just like Legendary and other deck builders, Ascension. What you do is you'll shuffle your deck, if you haven't already. And I believe I did shuffle all your guys' decks already. There are decks of different varying sizes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards for me. And we're going to take, I think there are maybe 10 for every deck.
I think
maybe,
so.
maybe there's one that's different.
Oh, I have more.
Okay, you have
Oh,
more.
God.
Hope you didn't put any bonus cards in your deck, right?
No,
Okay.
I upgraded one.
And your base cards are going to have the gray border, right? So we have these cards in our hand. We have our energy set to 3, our block is set to 0, and our health is at its maximum. Now we're going to do any start of turn things, like resetting energy, reducing our defense, drawing 5 cards, and rolling that die over there. Albert, go ahead and be a deer and roll the die. That's a 3. So during combat, and so right now, if there's any effects that have a 3 on it, we do them. Start of combat effects. There's not.
No.
But when the monsters fight, each of the monsters you're going to look at the 3 symbol, and that's what they're going to do. Like, for instance, this acid slime says 3 or 4, it does 2 damage, right? Or the jawworm, it says on 2s, it's going to give himself double shield, and also it's going to give himself a strengthen. But at a 3, it's 2 damage and it shields himself, right?
I do have a started combat ability. I am going to draw 2 cards. Oh.
Yep. I also have a starter combat. Mine is I get to channel a lightning, so I'll place a lightning in any of my 3 little ball spaces. And Albert, you're going to pray.
Okay.
Yep. Pray gives you some energy. And Rachel, at the end of combat, you'll actually gain an HP, so you don't do nothing right now.
Yep.
All right, we're done with the start of combat. There's no other special abilities, so we're just going to go simply into the playing aspect. And how playing works is pretty simple. Play your cards in your hand. Top left-hand corner is the cost of the card. Middle is how is what you're going to play. And mine are all really simple, so I'll just go ahead and explain mine first, and then I'll let you guys play out your turns. And typically, we're going to want to choose which creatures we want to fight, because while these creatures do target the player that is in their row, we can choose any creature we want to hit in combat. And hopefully I don't get any of these rules wrong, because I played this game and did a lot of early play testing. So in this case, I do
Am I getting
believe
a little mixed up?
that we do attack any monster that we want.
Yes, I think.
But those monsters will target specifically the people in their rows. So we can try and get rid of some monsters. This here is a green louse. The first time it takes damage, it's going to gain 2 defense and it'll curl up. And the same will be set for this one as well. The first time it takes damage, it'll gain 2 defense. But they're low health. There's only 3 each. So I'll go ahead and play a channel 1 lightning for 1 energy, which I'll spend. Give myself a yellow cube and place it over here. Lightning's great because at the end of my turn, I can deal a damage for each lightning I have. And then I am going to play 1 damage for 1 energy. And I'll also play 1 defense for my last energy. Defense, I'll just take a little defense cube here. Put it on my character to remind myself. Actually, no, I don't do that. That's for, no, sorry. I actually just move my block up 1.
Yep.
Then I have my 1 damage to deal. Where should I do the 1 damage to? We probably want to get rid of the 2.
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
right?
I'll be okay.
So let's go with Rachel. No. Albert's got more to deal with. I'll go ahead and smack this red louse here. It's going to gain a shield because I'm attacking it for the first time. So just give it 1 shield as opposed to 2. Because I'm hitting it for 1. It gains those 2 shields, and then it loses one of the shields. Right there. Yep.
Oh, it doesn't get it after
thought,
it takes the damage. I think
says-
it takes the damage, then it gets 2 shields.
Okay. All right. That's
Yeah.
technically how it reads, so there we go. 2 shields it has. All right, and then my cards will go to the discard pile. And you guys will do the same thing. You'll play out yours. And I'll just hold these cards into my hand. Now, we all play simultaneously, but you guys should discuss it.
Okay.
Wow.
So we play 3 cards. We're allowed to play 3 in front of us.
Yes, I can go next. If I get rid of those shields, can someone kill that red louse, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and spend 1 energy to do 2 damage. I got my upgraded card, which is nice, which will just get rid of these, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to spend 1 energy to gain 2 block, and I'll discard a card to use that. And then I'll spend my last energy to strike for 1 more damage here.
Okay, so you killed it.
No, it has 1 health left.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. I'm done.
Okay. I guess I could go next, or I'll try here. So I have a lot of the similar cards. So I'll spend 1 to attack. I could finish that one off, I suppose.
If it's just a 1, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So
there
then
you go.
he's gone.
And he's gonna flip the card over to the other side.
What about this prize thing?
Yeah, that'll
We do
happen
that
at the end. Uh-huh.
At the end of combat. Yep. It's just a way to remember that we killed it, and it's not going to be interacting anymore.
Okay, and I still have 2 more, so
You do.
I could maybe do some damage to the one right in front of me,
Yep.
or
Sure.
do that.
I mean, the cards are very simple. You
Yeah,
probably only have 2 things you can do, right?
Well, yeah.
And only so
Okay.
much energy.
We'll attack again, and
And?
then I could do this super strong one. I don't know if it's necessary.
How many cards do you have in hand? 1, 2, 3,
The
4.
whole-
No.
Oh no, I'm
draw
not.
5.
Oh, okay.
Put them all back in.
Put it back, yeah.
Put them back in. Shuffle your deck.
Yeah.
Just in case. And you'll pull,
Reset,
and
yeah.
you'll
Okay,
you'll
draw 5 into my
It's
hand.
just like every other deck builder you've
1,
ever
2,
played, like Clank.
3. No, that makes sense. 4.
I'm like, how the hell do
Okay,
you
yeah,
have
I was
9
like,
cards left in
wait.
hand?
I mean, I had a lot of it.
I know
that's
that
my
you have draw
character.
too,
Yeah.
which is why I'm
Well,
like, that's not her character.
I can still do what
I know
wanted
you
to
can.
do.
That's why I'm letting you do it. So, okay, so you're gonna you'll
Yeah.
kill this with one. Reduce your energy by 1. You did that already.
Yeah.
Now you have 2 more damage to deal.
Okay, I'll do him to the one in front of me. So
Which
that
one?
should break this.
That's the one.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
that one.
1, 2. Perfect.
Yeah.
Those cards will go to your discard pile. The ones that no. The ones that you played will go to
Oh,
your,
yeah,
the ones you played will go to your
okay.
discard pile.
And
You're gonna
then what
spend.
about the
wait,
ones
not
that-
yet. Spend your money. Your energy.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
3.
No. Sorry, I meant your energy.
Oh yes. Okay.
All right, and you're done. We'll
Okay,
discard
cool.
all of our cards at the end of our turn.
What about
Oh,
the
yeah.
in the
The-
5
the-
I drew in the
Because
hand?
it
They'll-
matters,
they'll all
might
go.
matter.
They'll go. And did you play your hand already too, Callie?
Yeah. No, these were the extra left in my hand.
Okay,
what do
and
we
then
do?
and then so we've all played all of our cards. Now we're
No,
gonna
I
do.
didn't play it.
Oh, you didn't play yet? Okay.
No.
We'll do the speedy up thing. But let's actually play correctly first, right? So okay, Albert, play your hand too.
All right, so I'm gonna use my thing at first. The star comment. I'm gonna gain
1 energy.
I'm gonna play eruption.
Okay.
That puts me in wrath mode. Okay.
So first it does 2 damage.
Yes, it does 2 damage first.
Then it enters a wrath. So what do you want to
I'm
do
gonna
damage to?
I'm gonna do 2 damage to the slime. 1, 2.
Okay.
Okay, and then I go into wrath.
Now
okay.
all your damage is plus
That-
1.
I'm also gonna give rid of 2 energy because I've used the energy.
That's right. Correct.
And then what I'm gonna do?
Did we go to
is-
Origins? We didn't go to Origins,
No.
sadly. I went to cleaning my baby's poopy diaper. That's the more expensive Origins. Go ahead.
And then I'm going to play calm. which is going to use my other 2 energy. It says, and I give 2 shields to any player.
Yep.
And so I'm going to give myself 2 shields.
Sure. Nope.
Oh,
It just
2
moved
block.
through the block. Yep.
Yep.
And then you're done. We are out 0 now. We're going to take the cards we have and we're going to discard them to our discard pile. So we have 5 cards in discard, and we likely have roughly about 5 cards in our deck still. Hopefully we've all done this, right? Now we can speed up. Once we've played our cards, we can discard our hand. It's fine, but just for the sake of how the game's supposed to go, then we're going to go to doing any end of turn effects, which we don't have any, but there might be at some point. Now, we're going to remove any blocks that enemies might have, and they don't have any, right? So if this guy would have been hit, he would have gained block, which would have then been removed now. Okay. Now we're going to do enemy actions, and we'll go from bottom to top, targeting each player adjacent to the enemy. We rolled the 3 earlier on, so this guy here is going to do a weaken effect. So go ahead and give yourself a weaken effect, purple. That means you're going to do 1 less damage for your next attack, or next card of attacks, because you might do multiple attacks on that card. That's it. Doesn't do any damage to you. Now, sadly, Rachel is going to take 1 damage from the slime. It's just straight up always 1 damage. And then the next one is a 3 here, which is going to take 2 more damage. You're already down to 5 health. Don't be spending your health too hastily. Callie's next, and she's got 2 damage, and this guy's going to gain a shield.
Yep, and I got 2 block, so this will go down there.
And Albert, did you take any damage? You didn't, right?
You get the shield, please.
Yeah. Can you give him a shield, Albert? You're the shield guy. Okay, you are Rachel, the shield people. Go ahead and shield the jaw worm. And then the cultist is going to do 1 damage to me, but I have a shield, so I'm going to block it. And then he's going to strengthen himself, so giving himself +1 damage.
Oh, we should probably attack
Slowly,
him
he's going to get more dangerous.
Yeah.
Okay, so the enemies are done now. Now we're going to go ahead and attempt to move any action cubes on any enemies, which there aren't any, so we won't worry about that. And then we're going to go ahead and reset. Start of our turn, we'll go back to 3 energy. We're going to go back to 0 block. Yep, go to 0. You only get it for the first...
Do I get this then?
No, that's
end of combat. When we finished combat, that's when you'll gain that.
Do I leave combat?
Okay.
Once we get a kill
Only
him
when
all.
you leave it by playing a card effect.
How do I go to neutral then?
Literally by playing a card that says go to neutral.
Do I have those?
Maybe not. There might be cards you have to get. So now we're going to draw our 5 cards. Rachel, go ahead and roll that die, please. And attempt to roll it in a place that's not going to destroy everything. A 5. That's perfect. That's a scary attack. Then we are going to do any dice abilities and or start of turn abilities, which there are none. We already did our start of combat, which is different than turn. Hey, Hard Board Games, thank you for the raid. 6 people, I appreciate it very, very much. We're playing the game Slay the Spire by Contention Games and Negacrit.
Welcome in.
Welcome in, welcome in. And we're into combat. We're fighting some cultists and slimes. Okay, so I'll go ahead and play my cards once again as a tutorial, and then you guys can follow in suit. So I'm gonna actually think about. Oh, I didn't even do my damage with my guy last time. I totally forgot about my character's ability.
Abilities,
damage. Yeah, it's really relevant. I should probably do that. Let's see what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to go for heavy damage, right? So I'll do 1 damage. I'll do another damage. That'll cost me 1 each. And then I'll dual cast. I'll evoke 1 orb twice. And when I evoke lightning, it actually is going to do 2 damage. If I'm doing it twice, so it'll do 4 damage. So that's 4 damage, 1 and 1. That's a total of 6 damage.
Do it to your cultist.
So I'll drop him from 9 to 3. These are then going to go to the discard pile. And I don't want to forget, so I'm going to do my end of turn effect as well, which is to do a damage for every lightning, which is 1 here. So I'll ping him down to 2 here. And then I'll just discard my hand. I'm done. That's how we speed things up. That's what you guys can do as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you playing?
Oh, I have played.
Still explain what you're doing
I
a little
have
bit.
played Slay the Spire like crazy on my
so
game.
I'm gonna do an attack for 0 damage to get rid of my shield, or my sword break, and then I'm gonna play 2 block.
Okay. That's right. You got rid of your weaken effect.
Yep.
Or you guys playing heart board games? Anything fun? It's been a long time playing for this one. I actually helped with the playtesting for this game, by the way.
Yeah,
Helped with
me
the playtesting
too.
and some suggestions as to some of the unique mechanics to it. So, and Callie did as well.
When this does it go on me or the character?
The character.
Okay.
That's a good thing. You want that.
Okay. Okay. So you're playing it.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I'll deal 2 attacks and a block. So we'll go up 1 for the block, and then I'll direct the attacks. We'll do 1 here to get rid of that.
Yep.
And then
So flip it over. Defeated.
yes. And then the other one we'll do here. Okay.
I am. My guy's got a shield right now, but so maybe I'll attack something else. But
Or you could finish
yeah,
this
I could
guy
try
off.
to finish that guy. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But I think for now, I'll do the 0 neutralize on which one's gonna attack people. He's got block. He's good. Michael should be okay. I guess
mine.
I'll just do it on this. Yours, it's not gonna attack you though. It's gonna. Yeah, I'll do it on this
Oh.
one here, and I'll remove the shield with the 1 damage. That's cost 0, so that's great.
Oh, I love Everdell. Root, not so much. It's fine. Come on.
So
say
okay, I'm
words.
gonna deal 1 damage.
Okay,
Should I kill your guy or
Yeah.
go after mine?
kill
Okay.
mine.
Okay,
Well,
1,
he's not dead.
and then 1 more.
Now he's dead.
Now he's dead.
Yeah, we only had 2 health.
Yeah.
But also, it does get
I figured
stronger.
that's
We don't
easier.
want to avoid that.
Yeah, and then my last energy I'll use to give myself 1 block. And that's it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we're going to go discard all of our cards.
Yep.
Cards in hand, cards that were played. Alright. Any end of turn effects. And then we're going to go into the enemies. Remove any enemy blocks. And then we're going to do the damages. 5 for this guy here. The green louse is going to straight up do 2 damage.
And I have 2 block.
So remove it. Rachel is going to weaken herself by 1.
But I have 1 block.
You don't take damage.
No.
You're just going to get a weaken.
Weaken,
Which is
yeah.
1
I
less
see.
damage on your next attack.
Okay.
It's
Then,
attack minus
Callie,
1.
you're going to take 3 damage, but you have 1 block, so you'll take 2.
Okay.
That's it. Now, if you have no cards in your library, which some of us probably will, we'll take all the cards plus the cards that we gained from Meow
Ooh.
and place them into the deck. So now we got a few extra new cards.
At least
It's
one.
a trap! It's a trap!
At least 1 card.
Okay. Yeah. Hard board games, we agree. Root is not a thing I enjoyed. I wish I did. I love asymmetrical games, but
Yeah.
I just no. Everdell's great. I mean I'm a very big fan of the production. Yeah, I'm a very big fan of Starling Games.
Yes.
And I'm also
And
a really
the
big fan of the artist. Well, the artist is a friend of mine. So Bosley is a wonderful guy.
Yeah.
I miss him. I haven't seen him in a long time.
We haven't
But,
been around to the
I
convention.
know. I need to go. I need to go more. Should go and pay my respects. But yeah, I have all the Everdell, all of it.
You can roll the dice.
And then we'll reset.
Yep.
Energy
You
block
go block all the way
goes
to
to
0, energy to 3, and then we'll roll the die again. There you go, 2.
2.
Doesn't matter. We're killing all these guys now. 3, 4, and 5. You're ready, baby. Here we go. Wow. Do a damage and draw a card from the orb I have. Man. Well, I'm going to simply, because I don't actually have any enemies in front of me, I'm going to go ahead and just play out all the damage I can. The first thing I'll do is play this card. I'll lose an energy, and I'll compile driver. It lets me do a damage. So I'm going to hit... Rachel, you can kill your own, right?
Yeah, I think
Callie, I'm
so.
going to hit one for you.
Wait, isn't this... We didn't use this, huh?
Its attack is supposed to be -1.
Yeah.
So don't lose out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Remember for your own monsters.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm going to do a damage to it. I'm going to draw a card for every orb that I have, which I have 1. Then guess what? I'm striking it twice. 0 energy.
The
and
jaw worm?
yeah,
Yep, okay.
and just remove it. Cards go to the discard pile. I've got one end of turn effect, which is my lightning, and I will lightning it for one more.
Okay.
That's
Right.
it. You guys fulfill the
I'll
rest.
go next. I'm gonna strike it for
2.
1 energy, 2.
That's better than
Another one?
mine.
Yeah, it's my upgraded card, is why.
Oh, did you
I'm gonna
upgrade a
strike-
card?
Yeah.
Oh, meow.
Strike 1.
Meow.
And one more strike. Alright, he's gone.
Okay.
And then I have neutralize. So is there one we might not be able to kill? I don't know. Or remove?
Maybe this
Maybe
one.
this one? Okay.
No, I can do it.
So, can you do
well-
3 damage at once or no?
That's all I'm gonna play right now.
I,
So I'll do my turn.
5 damage to any row.
I have 3, but I'm weakened. But
You
it's
don't.
just-
You don't want to hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let me hit him.
You want him.
Okay.
You want him to destroy that to ignore the
Okay.
shields.
I'll
Okay,
do
1 damage there.
one, and it'll get this. Not that it'll matter,
Probably
hopefully.
Rachel, you have 3 damage to deal.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay, so you can
yeah.
do 1 damage to the slime,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll do 2 damage to the 1 damage to the louse. The louse will then gain 2 shields, and then you'll do 1 more damage to the louse.
Okay,
Removing a
so,
shield.
Sure.
Removing a shield.
That makes sense.
And then
And
I'm gonna
inside
play
it's-
1 card. And I'm gonna play Omega.
The
at
alpha and the omega.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're ending your turn as well, and you're gonna do 5 damage to any row, which will be the green louse's row.
Woo,
Okay.
we did it.
Nice.
Well, that's a very powerful card.
Yes.
We did the easy first encounter.
I feel a sense of accomplishment here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, so end of combat.
Okay, so
We
that's me
reveal-
now. I get to
Yes.
heal.
You can
We're gonna
heal
reveal
one.
these guys, and they have rewards on them. And I believe each of us gets the rewards for the characters in front of us. Is that correct?
Correct.
So
Only
from-
if they're elite or bosses, everyone will get the reward.
So I'll take 1 coin, Albert. You can distribute to me, and Rachel can distribute to Callie. 1 coin for me, and I'm also going to get a card. Now the card bonus says over here, reveal 3 card rewards, like this, and then you'll select one. So this lets me channel a lightning and do a damage. This lets me do a damage for every orb that I have. Oh, I love both of these.
Yeah.
And this one just extra damage. I think I want more ways to gain lightning. So we'll put that there. And these cards will go to the bottom of my deck.
Oh, okay. And then me, I will get 1 gold. I will get a potion, which is just 1 from the top, right?
Yes, I believe so.
What? Okay. And then, okay, I got a weak potion. And then I also get a reward card.
And you can have, I
Right.
believe, up to 3 potions, or 5, 3 or
5.
5.
5. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh, that's expensive, though.
And you guys do the same thing as well now.
Now, do I leave calm at the end of the round?
Go back to neutral. I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, you might.
I get a
You
potion.
might.
Let's do this one.
Callie can check afterwards.
Yeah.
While they do that, check to see if he leaves calm, and if I lose all my orbs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everything resets. I'm
Okay.
almost positive, in fact, that everything resets.
What's the scry 2? What is that? What's scry?
You look at the top 2 cards of your library, and then you can leave them on top and put them into your discard pile. You won't do that now, though, but
So at the... Oh, that's the end of turn.
you didn't put a gold card on there, did you?
No.
Okay. Is this card slipped on there?
Yeah, no. Just
Okay.
looked. And then what's this explosion?
That is 1
Affects
damage to
all enemies in a row
Yeah.
and the boss.
Yeah, it does all damage to 1 damage to all the things.
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna take that one.
1 damage, scry 2, and draw a card. Ooh, that's good too.
You think that's good?
I mean,
Is scry from here?
no, it's from your deck. They you ignore all this, except this. All this does is let you get
At the
new
end of the
cards.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll remove all...
Maybe.
You'll remove all
So
orbs,
I
and the
do,
watch
so
will
this
enter
one
neutral.
I do 1 damage, and
So
I can
the-
take 2 from here.
What
You will
about
do a
this?
damage to anything.
What's that?
Then you will
Nothing.
take 2
Oh,
cards,
okay.
look at them,
You just
pick
get
1 of them,
these.
and put it into your
Okay.
discard pile, or 2 of them, whatever you want, and then
Alright.
you
Are
can
you
draw
done?
a
You
card.
Yeah,
chose
I did
what
it.
So it
card?
lets you organize your
What card
library
did
and
you
no
get?
damage.
So
And
go
then I
face
got-
up.
This one does 1
And
damage
your
to all.
discard.
If you have lots of enemies in front of you,
Yeah.
it's
Your
great.
discard is always face,
Otherwise, it's
face
just
up,
1
so you know which
Uh,
one
And
is
then this
which.
one is 3 damage to
Yeah.
1 or 2 enemies.
see, but this
or
one's 0
2.
damage, so it's like free
It's
hit.
free, yeah. It's not
It's a
bad.
free
Yeah.
hit,
It's
yeah.
more value.
Okay.
If you don't care about organizing your library, this is a better card. Go for it. If you like it.
I'm gonna take this
Decision.
one. You said this one.
I don't know. They're both good. They're both really good.
Okay, and then where these
I
go at
picked-
the bottom of the deck?
The sneaky strike
Bottom of that deck
for
over there.
3 damage.
shop.
And
Okay.
if I discard a card this turn, gain 2 energy.
Okay. Now our discard pile gets shuffled back for the next time we go into combat, right? Like our whole deck gets put back together.
Only when you run out of your deck.
Oh, but not for each new combat.
I don't think so. Combat round. Oh, shuffle your deck before combat starts.
I
Right.
thought so.
Okay.
So we are going to, before every combat, take all of our discard
Well,
pile.
we're not in combat yet.
We're not, but we
Yeah.
will. All right, okay, so let's go ahead and we'll just move on. So now these guys are going to go. We'll just actually set them aside.
Yeah.
And now we're going to move on to this little board here.
We have
right?
to decide.
So we'll just let Rachel go and pick which way you want to go first. This functions exactly as you would imagine it functions.
Okay, yeah.
Just different
Yeah,
pathways.
this way.
All right, so we're going to do an Act 1 encounter.
We
So
don't know.
the encounter is going to be a wheel of change. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Roll the die, and each player will roll separately. Rachel, go ahead and roll. Hopefully you get a 1.
Yeah.
That's a 4. You gain 1 treasure. So it's a potion, or it's like a
Could
item.
be a
Okay.
good thing. What is it?
Okay, it's an ink bottle.
Whenever a 5 or a 6 is rolled, you draw a card.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yep.
That works out.
Albert, good. That's a 5
Well,
again.
there we- so, just,
No,
I-
5 is gain 4
I gain
gold.
4
$4.
gold.
well,
That's-
and I get that, or it's myself.
No,
rolling.
it's not for
No,
that.
no.
It's only for whenever we.
Oh,
We're in
do-
combat.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay.
You can't draw cards right now anyway. There's no cards to draw. All right, give me something. A 2. It's gonna give me a a
curse.
gain.
Oh, no.
Yay! A curse. The card, unplayable. If this card is removed from your deck, you lose 2 health. Okay.
Sad.
Thank you for the curse.
1.
Heal fully.
My 1 health.
You suck, stupid asshole. All right, we're over here. Now, Albert, you get to choose the next location.
Okay.
Or Callie does
there's no
actually. Go
choice.
clockwise. Good job, Callie. You picked a good spot.
Okay.
A new encounter. This is the ominous forge. Inside a small hut, you find a forge. The tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars in the furnace. Rummage. Gain a treasure. Roll the die. On a 1, 2, or 3, you gain a curse.
50%
Forge
chance.
is you upgrade a card and lose 2 HP. Now, is each of us going to do this?
Just for me, or
I know that there's 2 options. It's either we all do a thing, or it's each one is individual and we get to choose.
a map encounter event. If there's text in yellow brackets, each player must choose one of those options. Make their own choice and act once in any order.
Well, I'm going to upgrade a card, so there's no way in hell I'm
Yeah.
going to lose a. I'm going to lose a.
I'm gonna
gain a
gain
curse.
another
So I'm going to lose 2 HP, and I'll choose a card in my deck. Ooh, this rainbow card looks fun.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
Oh,
upgrade it.
Your fancy card. Okay.
That's right.
I am going to do the same. So I'll lose 2 HP and upgrade a card.
I don't know. I'm already
Upgrade
kind of
anyway.
You want a curse?
low. Yeah, I think I
You-
do.
Oh, and at the end of combat, did you gain an HP, by the way?
Yes,
You did? You gained 1? Okay.
Yeah.
I did. So I'm still not in a great place.
I'm gonna forge.
The curses don't always have to be bad, and if you don't roll
Yeah.
a 1 through 3, then you just get a free item.
Okay, I'll do that then. So I get a treasure.
There you go. On a 5, you weaken an enemy,
Okay. And then I roll to see
Yep.
what.
and you don't
What
want
my
a 1,
fate
2, or a
is?
3.
Okay, 4, 5, or 6.
You gain a unplayable parasite. If this card is removed from your deck, you lose 2 HP. Hopefully you shuffled this, Callie. If I see another parasite on top... Okay,
I
there
don't-
wasn't.
Okay. Just shuffle it some more, you know. Make sure.
Got a
Stupid parasite.
Nasty.
Okay.
Okay, I'll
We
shuffle.
all did this next encounter. That's done. All right, then I'll choose. We'll go here.
What do you know?
Enemies.
Starting down there.
A fungi, and then also a fungi beast. The best kind of fungi.
You want me to find them?
The fun guy.
You want me to find
You
them
can
as you
flip over another
reveal?
one.
Oh, okay. We got here sneaky gremlin.
Summon 3 random gremlins. I'll just pull them from the gremlin.
They have symbols on their other side too.
Gremlin. What?
They have symbols on the
I
other
just
side.
pulled the first 3 I saw.
Okay.
Jeez, there's a lot of gremlins here.
So I got 5 of those.
Okay. And then here we got the mad gremlin. We're also gonna get 3. Did we shuffle this deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, 3 more gremlins.
Yep.
It's a mad one, a sneaky one, and a sneaky one.
Okay. And then we'll have the jawworm. A little more powerful this time.
But at least you're not having to deal with
5 million gremlins.
Oh, technically we also could have removed these guys and could rearrange
Oh,
our
yeah,
order
we could
before
put it in
combat.
different order.
Oh.
We have to decide, though,
We
beforehand.
already did, yeah, so we're good. We're fine. Don't worry. This is perfect.
Oh, great.
Wow. This might have to go even a little bit more. I didn't think we'd get this many mobs this early.
No. Gonna be tricky.
And gremlins. Hello, gremlins.
Oh my.
Hello, gremlins, my old friends. They've come to kill us all again.
Ooh.
Okay, and then please, if you could, so I don't have to reach over the camera, can you guys place the
The
HP?
cubes.
Yes. Give us thine HP. Grinning gremlin, drawing slime marks, and then also there's also some new little abilities we'll learn about, which is the charging up my lasers.
And one here. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
That's this game ramped up a little bit.
A lot of it.
Summon 3. If you're playing solo, you summon 2 instead. Wow.
That's still a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna go into combat. Let's go ahead and reset our energy to 3. Let's reset our block to 0. Leave our health alone. Gain our start of combat effects, like I get this chain lightning here, which I'll take.
I'll get 2 cards extra.
Alright, I will roll.
And you'll pray. Now let's roll. Hopefully Rachel gets some value for her.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
That's a 6.
Oh, okay. So I draw a card.
Yep, you just
Nice.
you put a card in your hand.
All right.
Okay. Then after that, we're going to draw 5 cards. Technically, we draw 5 first, and then
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Okay. Well.
and then you draw, which that's
And then
fine.
I get an extra card in my hand, so I have
Yes.
6 in my hand now.
Yes.
Okay. That worked out.
Where am I? I'm up there, so I'm gonna be fine. The 6 is gonna do nothing to me, so I need to help kill. Rachel's in trouble, so I'm gonna help kill her stuff.
Yeah, I don't have all 10 of my health here.
They'll charge up
So
and
I'm
then
gonna
they'll
go
be
ahead
powerful.
and play my zap that gives me an energy, and I'll go down to 2. I'll play a ball lightning, which will do 1 damage to something, and also give me another lightning. And 1 damage I'm gonna do to the sneaky gremlin. I
Yeah.
think.
Get rid of them.
Evoke an orb twice. 1, 2. I'll then play a dual cast. I'll evoke this orb twice. When I evoke it twice, it actually gives me 2 and then 2 more damage. And I'll just go ahead and kill this gremlin wizard. Okay. And then, at the end of my turn, I will now deal 2 damage to anything I want. 1 being to this sneaky gremlin.
Oh, you can split it.
I think so. I don't know. You can check the rules for me. And I will do it to the
For your character?
yeah, check to make sure. It's because it's each orb does 1 damage, it says. End of turn, do 1 damage.
And you evoked it twice.
I evoked one twice.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then end of turn happened, which I have 2 orbs left. Evoking is removing it.
Yeah.
So can I do different targets with my regular end of turn lightning? Oh, top! I got you. Don't worry.
They can each have a different target. So you choose the target for the orb itself.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay. Then you're good.
Do I have to pay each time I
No,
use
that's
one of
for
these?
when it's part of the shop. and you're buying
Oh,
the card.
got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So don't worry about that.
I was
Can you
like,
check
wait a
my
second.
character about their calm ability? Like at the end of each round, do I leave calm, or do I just stay?
No,
in calm?
just at the end of combat, you'll return.
So,
end
so
of
if
the
I
whole-
go in
end of
calm, I
everything.
just stay in calm, like until
Until your
use,
card-
until I use a card that allows me to leave calm.
Mhm.
Also, it makes no help. It's not helpful for me to enter calm then, unless I have a card that can make me leave calm.
Oh, unless you want to get out of wrath so you don't take damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go next. I'll use
Yeah.
my prayer token. That'll give me 4 energy. I'll take that off for now. So then I'm gonna play Omega again.
Yes, on my bro.
That's gonna use 3, and then I'm going to play
Whoa.
Strike.
Well, you gotta do the Omega card first.
Well, the Omega will use its end of turn.
It's at a turn. It's just
Oh, it is.
So,
Okay.
so
Yeah, it's fine.
I had 4 energy.
Okay,
I
you're
used
good,
3
yeah.
energy playing
Yeah,
that.
it's fine.
and
I
used
couldn't
one-
see it.
All right, 1 damage to what?
I'm gonna do 1 damage to. What did we roll? We rolled a 6. I'm gonna do 1 damage to the fungi beast, and I'm going to do 5 damage to Euro.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wipe out 1, 2, 1, 2,
Yeah.
1, 2, and I'll do 1 here.
All right.
Okay, so whenever this enemy takes damage from... Oh, this isn't a attack. Okay. Great.
And that wasn't an attack. That's power. I don't
Yeah.
think, right? I don't think that counts
Correct.
as an attack.
Yeah. It's not. It doesn't have the symbol.
Now this card stays in my play because
Yep.
it's a power card.
This card will go to your discard pile. Somehow this card is just backwards. Yeah. And then your hand gets discarded. All right, you guys finishing up your turns?
Okay, I gotta kind of go here.
Yep.
So this one, it says deal 1 damage to all enemies that intend to attack you for each in their next action. So does that mean I deal damage to everything in my row?
Yeah, because they're both going to attack you.
Well,
Yeah.
well, one's only gonna attack you.
Oh, then maybe this isn't.
Oh, this one's charging up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This symbol, everything that follows the explosions. Oh, it's 5 damage to any row. Okay, it's not the explosion symbol, then that's why. So we're just going to do 5 damage.
So maybe I shouldn't do that one.
5 damage to any row. Does that mean you can choose different
Yes.
targets for each of them? It does? Or is it just 5 damage
It
to
says
one?
the row,
It
not
says to any row, so I could put 5 damage here or 5 damage here.
Yeah,
or
but
5
I
damage.
think it's just one creature, right?
It just says to any row.
Wouldn't it say to
Let me
any
see the
one
upgrades and
creature then?
items. Give me that. So we play accurately.
So then
Oh, these
should
don't.
I not play
This just
that then?
has.
Well, it
'Cause
costs 2.
I should keep it maybe.
We'll give you 3 shield.
That's useless.
Oh, no. You're only going to take 1 damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna play something different then.
Okay.
I already, I can do 2 cards instead of that. So I'll do another damage. And I mean, I could do 1 shield, but I probably,
Yeah, to block
it's
that
all-
1 damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
worth it.
And then I also have this, but I don't. I mean, I could use that for somebody else.
Mhm.
Okay, so 1. Well, I gotta play this out. 1 damage. Another damage. I mean, 1, 2, 3. I could finish that off. I don't know if I should save that or not. We'll play it. Deal 4 damage. So then on top of that, 1, 2.
No. 4 damage. If it says deal 4 damage, it's only to one character.
Yes.
Oh, then I should do it to that one.
Yes.
Or was this?
He was
that
at
one
3.
Here? He's right there. Okay. So then 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Okay. I think.
And
I
now
did-
that's used.
Yeah.
Yeah, discard.
So,
Oh.
there you go.
I don't know if
And
that
then
card is. I think that's
how it
just
works?
1 5 damage hit though. It's any row you want, and then you do 5 damage. Like
Okay,
one
well
thing.
then put these
But
two.
no, we'll just do that's fine for right now. Because that's not very well explained.
Yeah.
And I can't see anything on here that explains it better.
Because
Okay,
why
so
wouldn't it say just any,
discard.
target?
Because otherwise it would say all enemies if it was do 5 damage to all enemies in a
Well, that
row,
would be
or
across the
or
board.
explosion or something. It doesn't say do 5 damage,
To one character, though.
but it
Oh,
doesn't
and
say 5
enemy.
damage in any amount you choose. In any,
It's split, yeah, divided.
do you think it's
yeah.
split? Do you think that's what it does? I'll defer to your suggestions. There's nothing in the rules that
To
clarifies.
any, because you want,
I guess it's only gonna do 1
Shoot.
damage to her.
yeah, and I'll
character.
take 1 damage too.